Hi, folks. Welcome. I am so excited that you've landed on this page. I just thought I would introduce myself and tell you a bit more about the Mini Mind program. Hopefully, it answers any questions that you've got. But if you do have any, you are so welcome to email me, claire@creativelyconscious.co.uk. So, hi, if you're new here, it's so nice to connect. You might know me from being over on Substack, or maybe we've connected on Instagram. Substack is very much my online home, so it is my online community. I love being there. I love chatting with you all. So, hi, if you found me from there. If you found me from a random Google search, that's cool too. But I just really wanted to set out that stall from the beginning, really, and say that has been the online home that I've built for the last 3 years. Before then, I was working in festivals and events, so I brought a festival mindset to the Substack platform, and I was very curious about what the platform could become for me as a business owner, as a creative, as somebody who has passion for writing, but also for creative self-expression. So if you're resonating with any of that, maybe this is the program for you. So why a mini mind? So a mini mind is like a mastermind, but it's delivered over a much shorter time frame. So just a month for us to be together in container. And business owners, that we've got a lot on, we're busy. Um, but within that month-long container, I want to act as a space holder for you to tighten up your systems within your business and within your Substack structure so that they both work really cohesively together. The reason that I want to do this is because I see that lots of business owners don't know what decision to take when it comes to how their Substack fits with their business. Are they using it just for free subscriptions and for readers to find their work? Are they using it to deepen connection? Are they using it to set up a membership? Should they have a paid subscriber list? Should they also have a membership? So all of these questions come through to me all of the time. So what I wanted to do over the 4 weeks was hold you holistically in a group container. So it'll be a really small group. I'm going to cap it at 20. It might be less people than that. We'll see who feels called to join us, but I'm going to cap it at 20 so I can really get to know you and your business. So there'll be a questionnaire for you to fill in to tell me all about your business. I will be checking out your online profile, both your website and your social media, and then how you've set yourself up on Substack. And then we'll be working together through a series of modules so that you can really tighten up your decision making, your content ecosystem, and your business ecosystem, just to be able to know what that feels and looks like for you, and really own it and be really sure that this is the direction that you want to head in long term. So I am all about experiments, and I will encourage experiments and hold you in experiments through the container. But ultimately, by the end of the 4 weeks, you'll have got to a place where everything fits together and you feel very secure about what's going to happen for the rest of the year and probably beyond as well. So let me go ahead and share the page so you know exactly where to find the answers to the questions that you might have. Um, I'll just move that over. I'm doing a bit of a half-term juggle this week. You guys will probably understand what that's like. Um, okay, here we go. So on the page here, as we walk through, it's going to give you the price at the very top here, and then what's included. So let me talk you through what's included. So mentoring with me is included. So this is usually reserved for my one-to-one clients, and I only open 10 one-to-one spots a year. So this is really a space to get my eyes on your work one-to-one. I also work this way in my Diamond membership. So if you are already in the Diamond membership, you'll have had that one-to-one support with me via Substack DM, but this is going to be live on Zoom calls. So we have some gorgeous mentoring from me, and then we're going to look at how we drive more subscriptions, deepen connections, and increase income. So those are our 3 goals for really tightening up what we want to do in our businesses. And then we are going to include a course for you. So I built an advanced business course last year for working with Substack. So it teaches you how to use Substack as a business owner. So everything is in very short burst tutorials where it talks through how to use the filters on the email system, what to do when it comes to coupons, what to do when it comes to trying to work with your free subscribers, try to work with growth content, conversion content, and then nurture your paid subscribers as well. So that is all in there, and you get evergreen access to that. You don't have to do that course at the same time as the mastermind. You can just save that for later, but that is there for you if you do want to dive into the modules of the course. So we're going to have 4 weekly 75-minute group calls. They're going to be at 5 p.m. UK time. Further down the page, I've put in a time conversion chart so you can have a look and see whether that time works for you. The replays will be out afterwards, usually within, 12 hours or so. They'll be out, usually put them up straight away. But I am a mum and, family comes first, so we'll see where we get to, but they will be out pretty much straight away. So we're going to have a voice note. So these are going to be pep talks delivered via Telegram. So Telegram is just a messaging app, and it just means that it'll keep you away from all of the other WhatsApp distractions or anything else that you've got going on your phone. And you'll just have a channel with me. So this won't be a place that you can reply. It'll just be a place that you can receive the vibration, which I'll be holding for the whole group. So every day for 15 days. So there's going to be a couple of breaks for you to integrate in the month-long container. You will receive that short voice note from me, and it will really be about the resonance that we're all working on. So I'll hold you in that space with that voice note, and then there will be that kind of momentum in terms of you feeling really held and then knowing what to do in terms of next steps. It's going to be focused a lot on mindset in those voice notes, which is the biggest thing that I get asked about within my mentoring. So hopefully those are super helpful. We've also got the community Slack group. So if you want to ask questions and you want me to weave in more video tutorials into the business course, or if you need some support, then that will be the place to ask. You can also network with your colleagues and kind of hold each other accountable and all of that gorgeous stuff as well. So that's there. And then as we kind of scroll down here, this explains more about what to expect within the mini mind, more about who I am as a person and more to what to expect. Like I said, it's about growth, strategy, and then the business flow. So it's the content ecosystem with social media and the business ecosystem. That's a really important thing. So we're going to start on the 26th of June and finish up on the 17th of July. Here are the live calls. So you've got those there. A little bit more about me. There's the time conversion that I mentioned. A little bit more about what to expect. And then I'm so excited about this framework. So frameworks can be really helpful because sometimes we get a little bit lost along our way within our businesses or within our content ecosystem. Sometimes things can be triggering online. With a framework, we just take it back to the framework. So every time we get knocked off course, we'll go back to the framework. So my framework is called the Spark framework. This is the only place that I teach this framework because it's designed for business owners. It's a framework that I have been using in my own business for 3 years now, and it is a beautiful way to be. I feel very calm in my business most of the time. So there's a few more bits of stats and that sort of thing. If you want to have a look through those. Some lovely reviews, some social proof. I put my money where my mouth is here. I bring in over $90,000 in gross annualized revenue across 2 Substacks. So I have my paid newsletter, Creatively Conscious, and I have my Substack education membership, Sparkle on Substack. So this is a screen grab from that a couple of weeks ago. The money's gone up a little bit since then. And then here you go. So this is going to list everything again so you can figure out what you've got. You don't have to scroll to the bottom of this page, but some people just really like, to get all of the details. So this is for you if you have a business. Yay! If you have a business, take up space, have permission to come on in. I'm so excited to meet you. You have a Substack, very important. You must have done the beginner's setup of Substack. So you have to have wrapped your head around it. It's not like you have to have been on there like 2 weeks, a month, 6 months. You'll know whether this is right, but you have to have set up your Substack and understood what it is. It's not a beginner's course on Substack. It's an advanced course for business owners who want to use Substack. That's really important. So you want to understand deeply how to make Substack work. So Substack, has brought in over 15,000 subscribers to my business, right? That's the way I see it. So some of those subscribers will hang out for 6 months, a year before purchasing. Some will never purchase. Some will purchase as soon as they find me. And I can teach you how to make sure you're nurturing all of the people that find you, how to find more people, how to do good fit collabs, loads and loads of gorgeous stuff. Okay, lovely testimonials. Thanks very much. There's some early bird gifts. If you're watching this while the early bird is still open, we're open till the 1st of June. So you'll get all of these extra bonuses included if you sign up before the 1st of June. More testimonials, couple of calendars just for the visuals so that you can see the dates on your calendar, and then some frequently asked questions if you have any. Before I go, I really wanted to give you a little analogy, which I think will be really helpful as you are working through whether you feel like this is the right place for you to give your time to right now. So I have in this little glass jar a match. It was a full jar of matches, but I have struck them all, which has been a delight, to be honest. So there's a tiny little match in a glass container, and I want to ask you if you feel like this is where you are at in your business. So if your business is the glass container and you are the match and you have one match left, like, is that how you're feeling? Like, are you on the edge here going, I've only got one more chance, I've only got one match left to light? It can feel really lonely to be in that place, thinking like it's only me, right? It's only me. There I am in my business. Like, how else do I light some sparks? Do I keep going? What do I do? This was me when I worked in festivals and events, right? But I would set up lots more projects across lots of different places and keep an eye on them all. So these matches were like tiny little boats sailing around in the ocean of things that I was tethered to. Um, so I'd have my little boats and my week would be designed around what each of these things needed. So it wasn't just about me being really lonely doing a thing. It was about me knowing that I had all of these other matches to light and that it could be an absolute bonfire, spark of excitement, guys. And this is really where I want to hold you because what I see the most happen with business owners that want to use Substack is they go all in and they get really excited, and then they realize that those subscriptions are actually relatively low cost. And then how they are selling in the majority of the rest of their business isn't quite working. So what we're going to do is we're going to work out how many boxes of matches you actually have and how many matches you have in each box. So I know this is getting complicated now, but bear with me. We don't want you to burn out. We want you to be really excited about sailing all of these tiny little boats and knowing that there are abundant matches. In fact, look, I'll hand you another box. Like, there are abundant matches. Like, we can light as creative business owners abundant sparks everywhere. What we need to do is make sure that those boxes, those boats, are carefully taken care of and tended to. And that's the piece that I am going to massively help you with. So, for example, I just turned off monthly subscriptions on Sparkle and Substack. Why? Because I'm going into the launch of this program and I'm excited to run it. I'll probably turn them back on again September, maybe. I'll decide. I'm going to feel into that. But I've said maybe September, maybe before, but I've given myself space and time. I also take August off work completely. So my business and ecosystem and Substack is set up so that I can do that. I do not have to deliver and over deliver and keep over delivering. I know that the structure will hold me no matter what I decide to do. I'm just very upfront and honest with people about what I do. So a lot of what we are doing is just holding ourselves like this instead of knowing that actually we are more of the puppet master of everything. Like, I've gone to town on analogies now, but we have got infinite sparks and infinite support and infinite possibilities available to us. What we have to do is work on the mindset and the energy behind the mindset. So the energy of what we are bringing to the spaces within our business that bring money in, that bring us energy, that take energy away from us. We've got to work all of that stuff out together. And that's what I'm going to help you to do in the mini mind. So it's going to be mindset. It's going to be mentoring. You get the business course. We're going to hot seat on Zoom. We're going to work through. I'm going to have hold of your businesses for a full month. I'm really excited to do this work. It's a complement to anything else that you will have bought from me. So if you've been in a course like my podcast course or my digital magazine course, this is a gorgeous next step. If you're in the membership or diamond membership, this is also a gorgeous next step. This is like the step like adjacent to one-to-ones. So if you've taken a one-to-one with me, you might be excited about jumping back in with me in this way. If you've never had a one-to-one and you've been trying to decide between a one-to-one and this, then this is here now. So I am here for you. So let's not be this within a vulnerable and exposed glass container, a tiny little match. Let's fill up our cup. I'm going to do it now with you. We'll make sure that there are plenty of matches to go around, and then let's design our little boats, our little projects, the little parts of our business. Look, loads more. the little parts of our business that we do have control over, and let's know that they can sail around without us being constantly tethered to them. Let's give clarity to our audience. Let's know that some of our audience will buy certain things and others will buy other things. Let's also know that some of our audience will be our super fans, right? So there is infinite possibility and infinite potential for you. I am so excited to hold you in all of this. If you have any questions at all, I'm Claire at creativelyconscious.co.uk. It will be me that gets back to your email, so feel free to ask. If there's anything else that you'd like to know about the program, it's probably on the page, but if it isn't, just give me a shout. Okay, thanks, guys. I hope to see you inside.